Most incredible military moments caught on camera. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be in the military? It's not all about heroic speeches and strategic maneuvers. Sometimes it's about facing the unexpected, from fumbled grenades, crash landing, and airplanes, into nightclubs, to being launched by a giant flag. Let's look at incredible military moments caught on camera. Paratrooper fails, 2019. Imagine jumping from a perfect airplane, ready to conquer whatever lies below. Now, picture some fellow soldiers landing more like bouncy balls than elite fighters. In 2019, Africa witnessed a skydiving spectacle that turned a little unconventional. Soldiers landed on their chests. Some forgot the standing up on landing part, and a few even managed to bump the plane with their backpacks. This could be a case of nerves acting up, a slight miscalculation during the jump, or perhaps a friendly competition for the most creative landing award, although we highly doubt that was an official category. Either way, it's a reminder that even the bravest can experience a touch of wobbly knees. Venezuelan military's attempt to intimidate U.S. Marines. Let's head to Venezuela, where things got a little interesting. Sometimes, attempts at intimidation can backfire spectacularly. Take the Venezuelan military's attempt to create a fearsome video for the U.S. Marines. The video, intended to showcase raw power and unwavering determination, was more comical than menacing. Imagine watching soldiers jog in place with the intensity of someone on a treadmill, screaming like they're auditioning for a heavy metal band, and tackling an obstacle course with all the grace of a newborn giraffe. It's safe to say, this video didn't exactly strike fear into the hearts of the U.S. Marines. There are a few reasons why this video might have gone awry. Perhaps the editing wasn't entirely up to par, making the soldiers' efforts appear less impressive. Maybe the soldiers were simply having a bad day and didn't quite capture the intensity they were aiming for. It's also possible that the concept itself was flawed. Attempts to project strength through theatrics can often have the opposite effect. Whatever the reason, the Venezuelan military's intimidation attempt ended up being a hilarious reminder that even the most severe endeavors can sometimes turn into unintentional bloopers. Soldier launched by giant flag, Mexico, military parade. This is a story guaranteed to make you wince, but then erupt in laughter. During a Mexican military parade, a giant flag decided to play a game of catch with a soldier. Imagine a proud soldier marching along, suddenly feeling a powerful gust of wind. Except it's not wind. It's a massive flag, snatching him up and flinging him 30 meters into the air. A few factors could have caused this incident. The flag might have snagged on something, like a pole or a soldier's equipment, causing it to billow out with unexpected force. Alternatively, a strong gust of wind could have caught the flag at just the right angle, turning it into a makeshift catapult. Thankfully, the soldier ended up with just a broken ankle and a concussion, a small price to pay for becoming an accidental human confetti. Did the flag get tangled in something? Was it a particularly enthusiastic gust of wind? The world may never know, but this soldier has a story to tell. Ukrainian tank flips off trailer? Ukraine? Imagine a massive, multi-ton tank roaring down the road, ready to conquer whatever battlefield lies ahead. Now, a picture of that same tank is taking an unexpected detour, off the trailer and straight onto its side. This happened in Ukraine when a tank driver misjudged the width of the trailer and the speed at which they were traveling. Thankfully, no one was injured, but the tank wasn't camera ready after its impromptu belly flop. So, how could such a mighty machine end up upside down? There are a few possibilities. Maybe the driver simply underestimated the width of the trailer, a mistake anyone can make when dealing with such a large vehicle. Perhaps the trailer had a slight wobble, throwing off the tank's center of gravity. It's also possible there was a communication issue between the driver and the crew securing the tank, leading to a less than smooth transition. It's not every day you get to see moments like this incident. Now you know it's not all about the military driving massive vehicles, as even the most potent vehicles require careful handling. Ukrainian tank crash. We are shifting gears to a different kind of close call. A bumpy ride gone wrong. We see a group of Ukrainian soldiers riding atop a tank, presumably heading to a training exercise or even a real mission. They're likely feeling confident and pumped, the wind whipping through their hair, or helmets, more realistically. Suddenly, things take a turn for the worse. The tank veers off the road and crashes into a ditch. Thankfully, there's no mention of injuries in the video. There are a few possibilities for this incident. Perhaps the driver encountered unexpected terrain, a steering malfunction, or a brake problem that contributed to losing control. Regular maintenance is crucial for any military vehicle, and a mechanical failure could have disastrous consequences. It's also possible that the soldiers were simply caught off guard by a sudden change in direction. While the video doesn't show any injuries, it's a stark reminder of the dangers lurking around every corner, even for seemingly routine maneuvers. Maybe these soldiers will stick to designated troop carriers with seatbelts next time. World War II plane landing. Following these close calls, the video is nostalgic with historical footage from World War II. We witness the incredible skill and daring of flying ace George Duncan, who crash lands his plane. The footage captures Duncan performing a harrowing and, dare we say, not so textbook landing on an aircraft carrier. Now this wasn't your average Top Gun touchdown. The video doesn't tell us the exact reason for the rough landing, but there are a few possibilities. Perhaps Duncan's plane encountered mechanical problems during the flight, making a smooth landing a distant dream. Maybe lousy weather threw a curveball, creating challenging conditions for the pilot to navigate. Or, who knows, maybe this was just a case of wartime pressure, the adrenaline rush of combat, making a textbook landing a secondary concern. Whatever the reason, Duncan's skill and determination are undeniable. And although the impact is intense, somehow, miraculously, Duncan survives. It's safe to say we are living okay with the efforts and sacrifices of past-time soldiers, including pilots. The bravery and resilience of these wartime pilots, who routinely faced life-or-death situations in often fragile aircraft, paved the way for the life we are living now. So, the next time you see a soldier, remember, they're not just following orders. They're facing challenges head-on, keeping us safe, and sometimes even defying the odds with a bit of luck and a lot of bravery. Soviet howitzer crashes into a nightclub. This is something you don't get to see even in a blue moon. If you think the tank flip-over was incredible, picture a howitzer joining the fun in a dance club. It's wild, right? Just moving your body on a crowded dance floor can be tricky. Now, imagine trying to navigate a massive self-propelled howitzer through the streets and into a nightclub. This bizarre incident happened in the Soviet Union when a driver somehow ended up crashing his howitzer straight into a nightclub building. This moment is nothing short of an unexpected, incredible event. The driver claims a gearbox malfunction might be the culprit, suggesting the howitzer perhaps developed a mind and decided a night out was in order. While a mechanical issue is possible, it's also conceivable that driver error or poor visibility could have played a role. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt, although the nightclub patrons probably got a story way more exciting than any dance music could provide. Who knew navigating a giant gun through the streets could be so tricky? Grenade incident in China. Here, we have a near miss that could have been much messier. Imagine you're a recruit in China, ready to serve your country. Out of probably a feeling of excitement and nervousness during basic training, you accidentally drop a grenade right at your feet. This is what happened here. The clip shows a nerve-wracking incident during what appears to be essential training in China. A recruit makes a critical error, dropping a live hand grenade at his feet. Thankfully, a watchful instructor reacts with lightning speed, dragging the soldier away just before the grenade detonates. Talk about a close call. Why might this happen? It's likely that the recruit simply fumbled the grenade due to nerves or unfamiliarity with handling explosives. Recruits are still learning the ropes, and handling explosives can be nerve-wracking. Even the most experienced soldiers can make mistakes under pressure. That's why training is so crucial. It teaches proper techniques and instills the importance of staying calm and alert in potentially dangerous situations. That's it for our dive into some of the wild moments from 10 incredible military moments caught on camera. From near misses to historic landings, this video offered a glimpse into the unpredictable and exciting world of the military. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There is more coming your way. If you love the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on future updates.